But we are going to begin tonight with the breaking news back in the U.S. We have learned from the Pentagon tonight that an F-22 has now shot down another high-altitude object flying over U.S. territory discovered over Alaska. They say about the size of a small car flying at 40,000 feet. They say it was at an altitude that might interfere with civilian aircraft. President Biden ordering it shot down. Tonight, the Pentagon says they still don't know the object's capability, purpose, or origin. The Pentagon confirming for the second time in a week that it was an F-22 that fired the missile that took the object down, the same type of aircraft used on that suspected Chinese spy balloon. This new unmanned object, much smaller than the spy balloon, and of course there are many questions tonight. What was it, and what was it carrying? Alaska Senators Lisa Murkowski and Dan Sullivan were briefed after the sighting was confirmed. Senator Sullivan saying, quote, he strongly encouraged it be shot down. Well, tonight the search is now underway for the pieces of this object and for clues as to who it belonged to and what they were up to. ABC's Chief Global Affairs Correspondent Martha Raddatz leading us off with late reporting from Washington tonight.
The unidentified object, about the size of a small car, was first spotted in the skies over Alaska last night. The military sending up fighter jets to check it out. And this afternoon, the commander-in-chief giving the order, shoot it down.
Do you have anything to say about the object shot down over Alaska, Mr. President?
The Pentagon still knows little about the object. It is now sitting on the Arctic ice, waiting to be recovered. A senior official describes it to ABC as cylindrical and silverish gray.
The object was flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet and posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. Out of an abundance of caution and at the recommendation of the Pentagon, President Biden ordered the military to down the object. And they did.
The military says the object was unmanned, and we are told it appeared to be floating, not being steered or propelled like the Chinese spy balloon. No word on who sent this object up or what it was doing.
We do not know who owns it, whether it's state-owned or corporate-owned or privately owned. We just don't know.
It comes less than 2 weeks after that giant Chinese spy balloon entered American airspace, also over Alaska. The military waited to shoot that down until it had flown across the country and out to sea. Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski outraged.
To me, the clear message to China is we got free range in Alaska.
The White House argues today's situation is completely different, that where the Chinese spy balloon was flying 60,000 feet above ground, the object shot down this afternoon was just 40,000 feet in the air, and therefore, they say, posed a threat to civilian aircraft.
I can tell you that the president doesn't regret the way that we handled the first balloon.
Today, the military announcing they have located the massive technology bay from the Chinese spy balloon at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
So let's get right to Martha Raddatz live in Washington tonight. And Martha, the Pentagon now working obviously to recover this unmanned object shot down above Alaska. Where is it and how soon do they think they can get to it?
David, the military has C-130s, Black Hawk and Chinook helicopters on the way right now to the location, and then they will determine how best to recover it, depending on the thickness of the ice in the area, but they think it can be done quickly, so hopefully, David, they will have answers soon. David?